Doc, let's jump right into it. You were very adamant, and you always are, about water, 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 water. Doc, how much water you want me to drink, Doc?
Well, that's an excellent question, bro. Let me preface that with, I'm sure everybody on the call has seen a picture or either visited a place that's considered a desert.
A desert, yes.
Yes, sir. Look at the desert, you see a lot of plants, and then in some deserts you don't see any plants.
Right.
But it would make sense that if you walk out of your house and you have green grass, you have nice landscaping in front of your house and in the backyard, if you were to transfer that yard to a place like Arizona or some parts of California, we went to Saudi Arabia, or some of those very hot places over in Arabia, you know that all of those plants would die. There would be nothing green left.
Sure.
What is the difference? The difference is really water. Because in some of those parts of the world where there's nothing but desert areas, when they find a way to get water to those areas transform and have plants like we do. So water is a very, very important aspect to life that we're looking at every day. And so I would ask everybody to just consider that if your body is made 75% water and your brain is 80% water, how do you think your body's going to work well if your body is supposed to look like a jungle, really, and your body is really in the form of a desert? It can't work intellectually like that. And so that's why I'm so adamant about drinking water, because, see, when I talk to people about water, a lot of times they turn it into jokes, they think it's funny and whatever. But I challenge any person to think about when you've ever seen somebody go into the hospital. When they put you in the emergency room or they put you in the urgent care center and you are sick enough to be admitted, the first thing they do is put an IV line in you. Why do they put an IV line in you? Because the majority of people are dehydrated.
That's right.
And one of the fastest things that can happen to you when you're dehydrated is you go into kidney failure. And so when they have you in the hospital, they put an IV line in you to make sure that you're hydrated enough not to go into kidney failure. So if the majority of people are dehydrated and you go into a hospital and they put an IV line in you, why shouldn't everybody start drinking more water? That's the first thing to taking yourself towards better health, is to make sure that you hydrate yourself.
I never thought about it like that, Doc. And you are absolutely right. When you go in to the emergency room or something like that, what's the first thing they do? Oh, we're going to put an IV in. And they stick an IV, right. And like you said, they give you lots and lots of fluids. So, man, that right there, and that alone, good people, you can stop right there, Doc, but I know you're not going to stop, and I know you're going to continue. Go ahead. You got the floor. Dr. Akili Graham Muhammad on the Jay DeLay Show with Brother Jamil. Good people, thank you, Talina. We thank you, everybody that's watching. We really, really appreciate it as we continue to grow. This Take Charge Thursday is taking off, and coming up, Doc is also going to talk about one of the patients. And people are reaching out and they want to know, they want to make changes. They want to do something different. And someone brought up the topic of yoga. So Doc is going to go into just a minute about the benefits of yoga. Many of us, I really want to do yoga. I mean, these knees of mine from football, I want to, but Doc, I'm just going to keep it real. When we get to that section, remind me to ask you, I can't do that upside down monkey donkey thing. I just can't do it. I can't do the monkey donkey. I can't.
Hey, when I get to that point, I'm also going to remind you that the first time when you started playing football and you saw somebody under the bench doing 450, you didn't believe you could do that either, but you eventually did. So anyway, we'll get back to that in a minute.
Yes, sir. Now we're back on water.
Think about that.
Right. So I want everybody to consider that the inside of your mouth is wet. The inside of your nose is wet. Your eyeballs are wet. When a woman's vagina, the inside of that is wet. A man's urethra is wet. So the inside of your body is wet, and it shows the reality that you need water in it. And so for those of you who have statements like, well, I don't like water. It has no taste. Well, I don't know what to tell you about that, but what I do know is that if you start considering the fact that water is the most important thing that you can put in your body every day, yes, more important than food, because if you don't put water in your body first, you have a GI system that doesn't work well without water. You have a bloodstream that has to absorb your nutrients. If you have no water, you can't absorb it correctly. You can't urinate and get rid of toxins without water. The liver doesn't work well unless it's hydrated well.
That's
you
right.
will not, your body does not work in conjunction the way it's supposed to without enough water. And you can't get water from juice. You can't get water from energy drinks. You don't get water from coffee. You don't get water by blending lemon and watermelon and these other fruits in your water and talking about this infused stuff. Man, you got to get away from that. I started from the first time I started talking about faith. And every single person, every time you hear me, you always have to take things back to faith. If you believe in God and your faith is based in God, I ain't talking about no religion. I'm talking about your faith. God put water on the planet Earth to drink. And if you can go out into the countryside, if you can go out into a forest or a jungle, or you can go anywhere in this world where there are animals that live in nature and find me a giraffe that's drinking Kool-Aid or an elephant that's sucking on a energy drink in the morning or a lion that drinks soda, then you can tell me that that's something normal for you to drink. No, every single animal on the planet Earth, unless they've been influenced by humans, drinks water. Now, mammals breastfeed, and once they stop breastfeeding, all they drink is water. So what is it that God put on this planet for you to drink? Water. And so you have to find a way to drink water. I'm not saying that it's a bad idea to do infused water with fruit sometimes, put a little lemon in your water. That does help your body hydrate. But you must drink water by itself in order for it to do what water does in the body. Anytime you add something to water, you have just now changed it to something other than water so it won't serve the same purpose.
Wow. So Doc, if we were to just squeeze some lemon or a lot of people I've seen put other things in water. Some people put cucumber in the water and the different fruits of the strawberries or the oranges and things of that nature. Well, if both are healthy, Doc, how can that hurt?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. And I'm not saying that it will hurt you, but I'm saying you can't do that by itself.
Okay,
now, let me explain why.
Okay.
There is no true reality that fruit juice is good for us, because fruit juice is not a normal reality.
Explain
so if you give me some strawberries, I have to chew those strawberries. And while I'm chewing those strawberries, my saliva is preparing them for my stomach. Once they get into the stomach can recognize that strawberry as a broken down product because the saliva has prepared it for the stomach. If I drink a big glass of strawberry juice, that is coming in my body so fast, it hasn't been prepared, and it's overwhelming the system. There's too much sugar, there's too many nutrients, it's coming in and it hasn't been prepared. And so I'm using strawberry as an example, but all fruit juice does the body like that. It throws it into a confused state where it can't really understand what's going on correctly. So when you infuse water with cucumber, with any type of fruit, that is not bad. That will help hydrate. Why? Because there are nutrients in the fruit and salt in the fruit that will help put that in the cells better than just water. But you have to drink water by itself because there is no other substance in the human body that can travel through every cell, through every organ, through the blood, in the brain, except water. Everything else takes work. When you drink juice, the body has to process that. If you eat food, the body has to process that. So I was talking about watermelon to somebody the other day. Watermelon is a very good food. There's a lot of water in it. But when you eat watermelon, your body has to work to separate the water from the nutrient.
Wow.
When you drink water, there's a natural small amount of nutrient, but it takes no work. It's a natural flowing reality, just like gravity. No work and nothing else can replace water. You have to drink water by by itself.
Man, that see, and some of us, I know there's some people that are like, you know, I mean, some people actually, you know, inboxed and, you know, sent us messages and were like, you know, does Dr. Akili really understand this and that? Man, let me explain something to you, who this man is. Dr. Akili Graham Muhammad, this man, this is his passion. He's a blessing from God. I'm telling you, I would not have him on this show. Brother Jamil and I would not have him on this show if this man did not. I mean, y'all can take it for what it's worth. And I'll tell some people, if you don't want to listen, that's on you. It's like any information from this show. You don't want to listen, or you want to take it, you know, take it or let it alone. Bottom line. But I'm going to tell you this. When I was on my deathbed, this man came and put together a plan and brought me back to life. He helped me put together a plan and brought me back to life.
Yes, sir.
So you can say whatever you want to. I understand. I understand. But it's kind of like a dentist. You either going to see him now or you're going to see him later. But you're going to see him. You're going to see him. And you're going to have to be, don't be one of those ones that, you know, damn, Doc, Dr. Akili. How often do you get that, Doc, where people, they hard-headed and they come back to you, man, damn, Doc, you were right. You were right. How often do you have that, Doc?
That probably happens a couple of times every week, a few times every week. But let me address that reality, bro. You know, there's nobody that I know of personally, and I'm talking about my entire life. There's nobody that I know personally that doesn't say, man, y'all got to go to school for a long time as a doctor. I did. But the things that I'm talking to you today are not things that I learned in medical school. These are things that I have learned because I was so serious about taking care of people. I wasn't going to do what didn't make sense. So you're listening to a man who had finished medical school 21 years ago. I don't speak out of ego. I don't speak out of what I think. I'm speaking to you on what I'm watching God help me learn. And then I'm watching people apply it, and they are solving any problem that they have in their body. So let me say this. You know, all of us at some time in our life will be introduced to new information. A wise man will take information, assess it, and then change if he needs to, and reject it if he doesn't see the reality in it. But people who reject information because you don't know what it is, or it's new, or you've never heard it before, I don't think that that's the best approach. I'm not going to use any names, but that's not the best approach. I promise you, every time we have this radio show, everybody that's listening is going to hear something new. Why? Because I'm learning something new on a regular basis. I read something about health every day. And God shows me sometimes through when I'm working with people how that applies. So I'm learning something new every day. Every time I come on this show, I promise I'll have something new. I may not necessarily talk about it, but at some point it's going to come out. So you have to have your mind open if you're going to listen to me. You're going to have your mind ready to tackle a new idea, or at least approach it from a perspective of research to say, well, how will that work? And let me finalize with this, bro. You said I brought you back. No, God brought you back. I am a conduit of information. I have knowledge. I have experience. But you put the work in, and God showed you the power that he already put in you. That's all I am. I can help you understand more about your body. I can help you understand more about the right type of foods. I can help you understand the disease process. But God has put healing in you the day you came out your mother. We are living in a society that lies to us so that they can finance our sickness, that they can get finance from our death. I just happen to be a person who's been blessed by God to see a different way and try to help people understand and go in a different direction. But thank you for the compliment.
Man, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about, good people.
Man, that's beautiful. That's just, it makes so much sense. Yeah, and when Dr. Akili says it, it's just natural reasoning. It's human reasoning that's based in faith, he said, and not religion. I love that, man.
Man, that's real, man. And hey, y'all give Dr. Keeley some hearts, man. Give him some of that energy as he rolls. He's rolling down the road. He's going to the graduation. His daughter graduates. Baby girl graduates, and where's she heading for college, Doc?
Spelman.
She's headed to Spelman. Okay, she's headed to Spelman. All right, well, that's huge. That's a big deal. Congratulations, man. We are so proud of her. We're so proud of you, Doc. God bless you, man. And we put now really quick.